Did you know that traditional medicine is not interested in you being the best version of yourself? Find out how to prioritize your own optimization next. Hi everyone, Floyd Meyer here, and today we're going to be talking about the difference between optimization and traditional medicine. Now, when I was going through my multiple master's programs, I had to take a bunch of different ethics courses, and I kept asking the question, why is medicine not focused on taking people who are doing okay, they're doing pretty good, and trying to make them into the best versions of themselves? Things like human optimization. And versus what we do in traditional medicine, which is taking people that are sick and dying, and you're basically just trying to prolong their life. You're trying to make sure that they don't die as quickly. And I never really got a good answer from any of the classes or any of the professors that I asked, other than it's just quote unquote unethical to treat people that are not in severe distress. Now, I personally believe that human optimization is the future of medicine in the 21st century. It is what is going to allow us to have a healthier and happier population. When people start to focus on human optimization, they have more energy, they are in less pain, they get sick less often, they're able to do more, they're happier while they're doing it. I mean, that is the type of society that I personally want to live in. Now, what exactly is the difference between these two different methods, between optimization and traditional medicine? Now, in traditional medicine, what we're doing is we are treating a specific disease, and this disease is classified based off of different signs and symptoms that the patient possesses. So what that means is that the disease has progressed to the point where there are outward signs and the patient is having bad reactions, having negative effects from this disease before the patient is even diagnosed. So let's look at diabetes as an example. So if someone is normal, they go into their doctor's office and they have a normal blood sugar. Well, no one's going to do anything about that. Maybe the patient is a little bit overweight and, maybe they aren't exercising enough. Maybe they're eating a very poor diet. But when you check the blood sugar is still pretty stable. It's less than 120, which is generally kind of the cutoff for if someone is diabetic or not, is if they have consistent blood sugars that are above 120 when they're fasting. Now, in this model, once someone has gotten to that point where they are classified as diabetic, meaning that their blood sugar is consistently elevated, now, even though beforehand they didn't do anything to try and prevent this from recurring, except for maybe just telling them to eat a little bit less and exercise more, now once this person is actually diabetic and they have consistently high blood sugars, there is no amount of money that will not be spent to try and keep this person's blood sugars in a more normal range. They will be put on medication after medication after medication, keeping that blood sugar low, going so far as even taking exogenous insulin. They're going to try different medications. They have a stepwise program where they're going to do it. They're going to go on this one. Maybe they fail that. Maybe they have bad side effects from it. Then they'll be put on this one. Then they'll be put on this one. And then eventually they'll be put on insulin at the very end. And it's just very strange to me that so little of our time is being put forward actually trying to prevent these diseases from occurring in the first place. And that's really where this human optimization comes into play. In human optimization, the paradigm is going to be working with practitioners in order to do things like maintain an ideal body weight. It's going to help you to increase your muscle mass, increase your energy levels, improve your habits. Things like habit formation is going to be really, really huge in this new paradigm of medicine where we are focusing on trying to get people to be the best versions of themselves. And this is prevention, and this is the direction that we need to move forward. We just simply do not have the money or the resources to continue the model of medicine that we are currently on. I mean, in the future, we're going to be spending all of our money on healthcare. It's going to end up being just completely insane. If we wait until everyone is basically sick and dying and the disease has progressed to the point where people have outward signs and negative effects from these diseases before we try and treat them and get them, then we're going to run out of money. We just don't have enough doctors, we don't have enough mid-levels, we don't have enough nurses, and we don't have enough money to spend on the medicine in order to actually take care of these people. And what's really unfortunate is that the way the current healthcare laws are written is that if you show up into an ER, you will be treated no matter what. It doesn't matter if you have insurance, if you don't have insurance. So we will be spending the money on taking care of these people. It's just a matter of, do we want to spend it to prevent them from getting these diseases in the first place? And what I believe to be more important, which is getting these people to have more energy, have less pain, be more mobile, and be better able to actually do things for the rest of society. Get people to the point where they can actually help out and contribute. That's where we need to be spending our money, not on just keeping people from dying. And the easiest way to explain this is to look at this continuum. So this is the health and disease continuum. So here over on the right side, we have health. So when things start out, everyone's usually pretty healthy unless you have some rare genetic disease. Most of us grow up fairly healthy. And so this is where we are going to be focusing on the optimization. Way before things get to the disease state, we need to be focusing on promoting health, teaching people how to maintain an ideal body weight, teaching people how to eat healthfully, teaching people how to move throughout the world, how to exercise, how to build these habits, build these good sustainable habits so that they stay over here and they never even go over to this disease model. Right now, this is where we're intercepting people. We are getting them way too late in the game, and this is where traditional medicine is acting. It's acting once this disease has already progressed to the point where the patient is having negative side effects from the condition, to the point where their metabolism is altered, sometimes permanently, to the point where they, maybe they have a heart attack or a stent, and it's like, oh, okay, now we need to treat this patient, versus getting them way before that and really trying to promote health and increase their ability to make a positive impact in the world around them. We want to be able to, if you have a choice, we're going to spend the money. There is no question about it. The money will be spent. It's, do we want to put our time and our effort into just treating disease and trying to prevent you from moving just this little bit forward from going from disease until death? Or do we want to focus on getting our population healthy, getting people able to move, getting people to have good habits, good sustainable habits, so that they can actually contribute to our society? And it's kind of selfish to think of it this way, but I want people to be able to do the things that they are able to do so that I personally can benefit from them, because it makes everything better. If we can get someone to where they're out of pain, where they're able to move, where they're at an ideal body weight, they're going to have more energy, they're going to be able to contribute more, and they're going to be able to do more, which is going to benefit all of us. So I'm going to be talking much more about human optimization moving forward and different things that you can do to optimize your own bodies. And if you're interested in learning more about this type of medicine, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about that. So again, this is Floyd Meyer signing off.